Hi, this is Fazana again. In part 2 of this topic of changing the subject of the formula, we'll work through slightly harder questions and achieve a higher level of satisfaction, leading to higher grades, of course. Before you watch this video, I hope you've watched my 2 videos on linear equations, where I've brought in steps and rhythm to minimize or eliminate any mistakes and introduced you to the most popular algebra equation formats. This will help you look at a question and smile because you recognize the format and know exactly what to do. I'll just go through these formats again because they're so important. So basically, both linear and quadratic equations usually take one of these formats. 3 equals 6 divided by 2. So you just multiply 3 times 2 and it should equal 6. So you can tell you get rid of the denominator. Or it'll be in the format 3 over 6 equals 2 over 4. So I've just taken two equivalent fractions. In this case, they're both equivalent to a half. So I can cross multiply 3 times 4 equals 2 times 6. Or the format will take the fraction form, where it's like adding or subtracting fractions using the lowest common denominator. So let's take some examples. Okay, so if you have 3ax squared divided by 5 equals 2an, you can tell it looks very much like 6 divided by 2 equals 3. So we just cross multiply. So you've got 3ax squared equals 5 times 2 is 10an. Okay, now we can talk about rescuing the x. So what was done to the x? It's been squared and multiplied by 3a. So we go backwards and we divide by 3a and square root it. So we're going to divide by 3a. So the 3a disappears there, and we've got x squared equals 10an divided by 3a. Here you can tell that a's disappear, so we could just write 10n over 3. And then we will square root it. So x equals the square root of 10n divided by 3. Square root the whole thing. Okay, as simple as that. As I said, as long as you can get the formats, then that question, no matter how ugly it looks, doesn't seem overwhelming. And using the steps, you find that the answer just flows. Okay, let's look at another example and another format. Okay, here you can tell it looks very much like 3/6 equals 2/4. So we can actually cross multiply. So 3 times 4 is the same as 2 times 6. So 5n times 4 is 20n equals 3p squared x. Okay, again, we're making x the subject. So we just multiplied by 3p squared. So now the opposite is divide by 3p squared. So that's exactly what we're going to do. So 20n divided by 3p squared equals x. Didn't that feel good? It was really easy, wasn't it? Okay, let's take some fraction formats to show you that even the fraction formats is quite easy. Okay, here, if we were adding two fractions, then we'd find the lowest common denominator, but in this case, it's just the common denominator. So we'll multiply 6 times m, and we've got 6m. So that becomes the denominator. And then we ask, what did we multiply m by to get 6m? And of course, it'll be the 6. So you can see there's that element of cross multiplying. So you've got 6 times 5a is 30a. And what did you multiply the 6 by to get 6m? So it'll be the m. So we've got mx equals 2. And now you can see it looks very much like 6 divided by 3 equals 2. So we can cross multiply those two. So we've got 30a plus mx equals 12m. Okay, again, what was done to the x? It's been multiplied by m and then plus 30a. So we go backwards, do the opposite, minus 30a divided by m. Okay, and this time I'm actually going to do it all in one go. So I'm just going to take the 12m, I'm going to minus the 30a and divide by m. And once you're confident, you'll find that you'll actually be able to do it all in one go. Here you can tell the 12 and 30 have 6 in common, so we'll just simplify it. So you've got 6, 2m minus 5a all over m equals x. Can you see how simple the workings are? You've kept it simple and you find that your energy level is still pretty high for the next question. So as I said, if you learn all these tips, you find by the time you get to the last few questions in your exam paper, you have the energy and the space in your mind that you'll actually be able to say, okay, let me think simply. And of course, again, you'll have the energy to deal with the last few questions. Okay, let's look at a question that looks, again, really ugly. Oh my God, I have all these fractions. What do I do with them? Okay, just keep it really, really simple. We're trying to make you the subject. So the first thing I would do is say, all right, let me try and remove that because I just need the u on one side. So we're going to minus 1 over v. So you've got 1 over f equals, oh sorry, minus 1 over v equals 1 over u. Okay, now again you can tell it's just like subtracting fractions. So we make fv the common denominator, and what do we multiply f by to get that? So it will be the v times 1 is v, minus, by the same principle, what did you multiply that by to get that? The f, so f times 1 is f, and you've got 1 over u. Now to make u the subject, can you see this is just the reciprocal of u? So if we just turn it upside down, so we're just turning both sides upside down, then you can tell that u would be this upside down. So fv over v minus f. Wasn't that good? Yeah? Ugly, but turned pretty. Okay, that's all for now. With the help of these formats, lots of changing the subject questions are figure-outable. I just love that word, figure-outable. It makes you feel the opposite of helpless and, wait for it, in control. In part 3, we will look at questions where the subject is either a root or a power. They may try and make it look ugly, but we're going to make them easy on the eye. Until next time, take care, keep working hard. Bye.